Okay, so we have a Craftsman chainsaw today. Looks much like a Poulan. You may have recognized like the Poulan Wild Thing. Looks much like that, so probably the same manufacturer. I'm sure I haven't looked it up yet. So he says, customer says it doesn't want to start. He says it tries to start. So we'll give it a try. Sometimes these Poulans are a little bit hard to start. First thing I'm going to do though is we're going to dump out the gas. Check the oil just to confirm that I'm not going to run it very long. So yeah, it's got oil in it. You have to trust me. Okay, I've noticed on these Poulans that you really have to follow the instructions here. So we're going to prime it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to go full choke, and we're going to pull it 5 times, then half choke. I'm a little concerned about this. We'll have to check into it, but the compression seems to be a little off. It seems a little weak, so we'll have to check that before we get too far into this. I'll put some starting fluid in it, and then we'll check the cylinder and piston if necessary. I do agree it did try to start at first. We can also check compression, but we should be able to tell quite a bit with looking at the cylinder. Hold the throttle open, and then we're going to put starting fluid in the carburetor. Okay, so we'll take the spark plug off. Now we can do a couple things while we do this. We can check the cylinder with the endoscope, and then we can also check spark if we see that the cylinder is okay. Now, if you don't have an endoscope, you will have to take the muffler off to see if the piston is scored. Okay, so an endoscope is just a camera on a flexible end. So I'm going to go down the spark plug hole. Let's see, make sure you can see it. We'll look at the cylinder. Well, you know, honestly, it doesn't look too terrible. So maybe we'll go ahead and take off the muffler also. But the first thing we need to do is check for spark. Okay, so I have a spark tester here. Now this is hard to use on a chainsaw because the chainsaw moves around so much when you're trying to test. So we'll do our best. What I normally do is I take the cover off the the pull rope off, and then I can use a drill to turn it over. But we'll see if we can see anything here. With it being a dark morning, we might be able to see stuff. Okay, with being so easy to pull, I'm not seeing any spark. No spark there either. So for those that don't have a spark tester, what you would do is take the spark plug out, and you would hold it to a ground. Spark there either. So we can be fairly confident that the ignition coil isn't working correctly. So what we need to determine now is if we have a ground on our shutoff switch somehow. Maybe our shutoff switch isn't working correctly. Okay, so we're gonna disconnect the water's coming out of it. We're gonna disconnect the shut-off wire. Yeah, there's water there. It's been rained on. Now that the wire is disconnected, we can check for spark again. On Poulan, when you pull your choke out, it's supposed to automatically engage or turn on the on switch. See, it did it right there. So let's give this another try. I know somebody's going to say that, see, you made a mistake. I did make a mistake. I didn't check to see if that start button worked. But that's why we went through the whole diagnostic process before we just decided to start changing out parts. Because during the diagnostic process, you're also identifying mistakes. That should be working better. And it just didn't. Okay, so since we have good spark, it's not starting with starting fluid, then the only other option is to take a look at. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check for spark with the spark plug in. To see if we have a spark plug issue. Okay, so it would appear. Okay, so I saw a spark. It's hard to hold and show the camera. Yep, there's spark. Okay, so now we're going to remove the muffler to see if there's a scored piston. This is the spark arrestor here. Okay, so now we can see the piston. I'll show you in a second. So the piston looks totally smooth. Okay, so now we're gonna check compression, and yes, my tester has a Schrader valve down here. It's funny how somebody watches a YouTube video and all of a sudden everybody's an expert on the subject. So this is the last thing I can think as to what's going on, is maybe the rings are stuck or wore. Yep, no compression. We're at 25 pounds. Yeah, that's now my gauge here is a little bit off. Usually, you know, people say you got to have above 100 compression. If I can get above 75, I have a good running engine. So we're at 25, so the compression is just bad. I'm not sure you can see it, but right at the back of the cylinder there is a streak that has that's worn into the cylinder. So you can also see some dirt, maybe some carbon. So I'm betting something has gotten in there and scratched the cylinder wall, probably the piston on the intake side. Usually when you have scoring, it's always on the the exhaust side. So there's a scratch in there. That's why we don't have any compression. I suppose now we can clue you into why that cylinder has a scratch in it. The cylinder doesn't have a scratch in it because it has a scratch in it because there's no air filter. So that's what happens when you don't run an air filter. You're going to score up that cylinder. So if you'll click this up next box to take the video, I was working on something. So I hope this video helps you work on your equipment under the shade tree. Thanks for watching.